Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
For launch, and with that, shut down your visors, O2 on, and prepare for ignition, 202. EPP, copy that, and, initiating a full 10-4-4.
in the Lion's Den. I want to welcome you today. This is Yes You, O Cubed, one on one, just me and you. And I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman. Thank you for joining me on this fine day. Now, as you know, I am still traveling and I am not in my studio. And once more and again, I have failed to go out and see who the winner is of Grandpa Holmes's chair. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Come tomorrow, I will be back in my studio and I will honor everybody that came in and were, what do I want to say? Those that were coming in for Grandpa Holmes's chair in the VIP section. I'm going to acknowledge all of you on tomorrow when we get back in the studio. In the meantime, I appreciate you for coming in here. I appreciate you for coming in early in the morning so you can bring all the love, all the joy, all the peace and the happiness and make sure it was here in the Lion's Den. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I want to acknowledge my moderators. Oh my goodness, I saw her once more and again. Michelle Brownell is here bright and early in the morning. I told y'all she got saved. Y'all didn't believe me. Rebel, where you at? Rebel, where you at, Rebel? Yes, Michelle Brownell is saved, church. I mean, to tell you, she been on time. It's just it's unbelievable. It's remarkable. I'm just shocked, stunned, and amazed. But she's here, y'all. She's here. And I appreciate her. Of course, we have the Rebel Inc., who is the leader of the pack. I tell you what, that's my ace boom coon. That's my number one. That is my girl. And she holds this thing together. Whatever the weather, my hair stays together. And then, of course, last but certainly not least on today, Shelly Thunder. Yes, Shelly Thunder is my girl. I appreciate her as well. I call her the prophetess. I call Michelle Brownell the silent storm. And of course, the Rebel Inc. is not the district supervisor. No. Not the state supervisor, not the jurisdictional or the national. The galactic supervisor. Yes, the supervisor of the galaxies. Yes, that's the Rebel Inc. Because, baby, I'm here to tell you, she's anointed and appointed. And I tell you what, she is my girl, and I appreciate her. I really do. Now, you know how we say this, and you know how we do it. I do have a little help this morning because I got my other screen, at least one other screen that can help me kind of maneuver around. And so at the end of the day, oh, you know what? I guess I could go out there and find who our winners are, but we're going to keep right on going. I'm going to acknowledge everybody, just like I said, those winners of Grandpa Holmes's chair. I'm going to acknowledge you all on tomorrow. So listen, I see you, Kim Possible, lurking and driving, and you be safe out there in them there streets in the ATL. I want to say good morning to you, Kim Possible. Yes, the pastor from the ATL. Let me scroll on up and see who's in here. I appreciate Stacy 546, y'all. I see you, my sister, and I'm so glad that you were here with us this morning. The Lion's Den just is not the same without you, girl. It's just not the same without you. I appreciate you for being here on this morning. Listen, my invisible bishop. Yes, one reason. He's not here, y'all. He's not here, but he's here. Yes, he's my invisible bishop. And good morning to you, even though you're not here. I want to say good morning to the Rebel Inc. So much love, peace, joy, and happiness to you, my friend. Truck driver, yes, truck driver 57 is in the room. That's my brother. That's my Mufasa. That is the Lion King. I'm so happy to see you on this morning. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm checking out who else is here. I see SK8843. She's in the room, y'all. She's in the room, and it's good to see you on this fine day. K2 Hoop, you better come on up here and hoop, girl. Hoop, you're in the room, and I appreciate you. I'm coming down, and I'm looking, and I'm looking. Yes, Michelle Brown, I want to say good morning to you once more and again. You know, even though I tease you and even though I play with you, you know I love you like none other. You are my girl. Good to see you on this morning. Crazy Berrytown. That is my beautiful friend. She's in the room and she is a streamer, y'all. She will Zumba you to Zion. I want you to follow her. Let her bless your whole entire life. She is one part of Good Grief. And we will be with you in the morning at 12 noon Central Time. I guess that's technically afternoon. We will be back with Good Grief. I tell you, it's a good healing journey through grief with both Crazy Berrytown and Kim Possible 711 every Friday at 12 noon Central Time. I tell you, she will bless your whole life. Go out there and find her schedule, y'all. I know she's back in school and she's teaching. I appreciate her for just dropping in and sharing the love with us this morning. I see you, my friend. I see you. Now, coming on down, and I'm looking and booking. Kachik, the evangelist of the Lion's Den. She is here, y'all. She is here. So good to see you on this morning. 13 months in a row. Come through, come through. I love you, sis. I really, really do. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm checking out. And I know that some of you do have to lurk and work, and that's quite all right. I'm just glad that you're here in the room this morning. Kim Possible, I'm going to hit you once more and again because I did not acknowledge she as the other half of the Good Grief team. She is phenomenal. She's driving, lurking, and working. But at the same time, she came in to just drop that love. And we want to send that same love right on back to you, sister, because we couldn't make it without you. Just couldn't make it without you. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm seeing who else is in the Lion's Den this morning. Coming on through. Now, as I said, I'm traveling. You can tell. Dr. Dady Priest. Oh, my Lord. Dr. Dady Priest is in the room, y'all. If you're not following Dr. Dady Priest, you know what I'm going to say. Quit your wicked ways. Quit your wicked ways. Engagement matters. Dr. Dady Priest is going to join me this evening at 6 o'clock Eastern time. That'll be 5 o'clock Central time. And we're going to meet over there in Chazzy is Cooking in her channel. And we're going to have a complicated conversation talking about asking for what you want. So at the end of the day, I want you to meet us over there. And Dr. Dady Priest, she's a force all by her lonesome. She's a force all by herself. I know she's got some nuggets, some good stuff. Listen, this is my girl, and I just love her, and thank you for being in the room on this morning. That's in the channel of Chazzy is Cooking, 6 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Central time. Meet us there, and we will join together in a blessed trinity. I'm coming on down, and I see Den Darn is in the room, y'all. Den Darn is in the room. So much love to you, my sister from England. She's over here in the Lion's Den daily. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Coming on down, and I'm looking in the book and see if anybody came in the basement while I was upstairs. And I see who else do I see? I think we have, am I down to the bottom? I'm trying to scroll and roll and read and all of that at the same time. I think we got everybody. I hope I have not missed anyone. If I have, please drop your name. Just drop something down there in the link because I don't want to miss anybody on this here journey. Now, today is going to be an abbreviated session because, as I said, I'm traveling and I'm not in my studio, but I will be back in my studio this evening for Chazzy is Cooking. So I want you, oh, come on, Michelle got a praise report. Went to the doctor yesterday and your lungs are, oh, now listen. Ooh, child, I don't have my shout music, but that's okay. You know, let me just, hi, let me just get up. Listen, I wish y'all could see my feet because I'm bucking. I wish y'all could see my feet because I had to get in a quick buck right there. Come on, Michelle. Come on with that praise report. Look at God. Miracles, signs, and wonders. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. And every time I see Michelle, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. Come on, Rhythm. Come on in here. I'm so glad to see you. Come on in the Lion's Den. Woo, I'm telling y'all, every time I see Michelle in the Lion's Den, she comes in, she holds it down. She keeps on going, but y'all just don't know what that sister has been through. And you don't know what the Lord has brought her out of in her challenge. Listen, Michelle, you're going to have to come in the lines then and give your testimony in person. We're going to have to set that up. Lynette Dickerson, my queen, is in the room. Good to see you this morning. We're going to have to set that up where you can come in the lines then and just give that praise report. And I know my screen might have been shaking while I was booking, but I just had to get in a quick one. You know, sometimes you just got to get quickie. You just got to get that quick buck in and then come on back. Oh, girl, that is a praise report. And you do not know how happy that makes me feel. Because, baby, if I want everybody to be blessed, but you my girl. And I truly want to see God continue to elevate and heal and lift you up, baby. Fairly all day, there's my dearest friend. Come on in here, sis. So much love to you. Listen, my soul is happy for my sister Michelle. And thank you for sharing that praise report. Lungs are completely clear. Whew, thank you, thank you, thank you. God, I thank you. I'm not playing. I've been praying for my sis, and she has had a journey. I want her to tell it and share it with you at some point. But listen, the Lord has brought her literally back from death's door and is doing a great thing. We keep telling you miracles, signs, and wonders. Oh my God, miracles. Hey, signs and wonders. Thank you, Lord. Listen, y'all keep on putting them shouting emotes because I'm still down in my shondo. I feel something down in my shondo. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. I just tell you, that's it. Hashtag MSW. We're going to take that from the Rebels house. Hashtag MSW, because that's what God is doing in this hour. And I keep telling you, we are under an open heaven. Come on with that hashtag MSW, because God is showing up and showing out. I appreciate the hand of God on your life, Michelle. And you are a blessing. Great things, great things, great things. And I just want you to get ready and prepare for it because there's elevation and moving forward. Now, that being said, I told you I'm going to do an abbreviated version on today. I'm not going to go as long because I need to get out of here and get take care of my appointment here in the city and get back. Come on with that miracle signs and wonders. I see you, SK. I see you fairly all day. Miracles, signs and wonders over your life. That's what we're talking. Shelley Thunder, good morning to you. Come on in. Listen, we praising for Michelle this morning. We praising for Michelle Shelley. We are praising you. Listen, there's an old song we used to sing in our church tradition. Say, you don't know like I know what he's done for me. Hey, but listen, oh my God. As I listen and look at what God has done for this child, come on, I see the miracle signs and wonders. I see the miracle signs and wonders. Come on in here, Shelley Thunder. Come on in here, Stacy 546. The God I serve, he's more than able. Y'all better ask somebody. The God I serve is well able to deliver you. And I want you to get that down in your shando. Any challenge that you have, anything that you think, honey, there's a song we used to sing, say God specializes in things that seem impossible, and he will do what no other power can do. Now, y'all done took me back down memory lane because I feel all kind of old songs coming up in my spirit, and I feel God doing something in this room. He's a mighty God, then darn. He's a mighty God. Y'all know how we doing in the lines then. I don't apologize. I do not. K2 Hoop, I see your miracles, signs, and wonders. Come on, Kai Chick. Come on, Dr. Lady Priest. Come on, SK8843. I just want you to know this is real. And I promise you, God is working in your behalf. Believe it, believe it, believe it, and receive it. Won't he do it? Come on. Yes, he will, Michelle. Won't he do it? Come on in here. I feel something this morning stirring. I feel something down in my shondo. Now, let me tell you what. I'm not even going to go. I do have some stories. Several of you sent me while we slumbered, slept, and slobbered. Several of you sent me the video of the black pregnant woman that was pulled over by a white police officer that got belligerent with her because she would not pull over in some remote dark area. God, come on, has never lost a battle. You better preach and teach up in here, prophetess. Never. Come on, come on, come on. I just need somebody to underscore, bold, italicize. Never. He's never, 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 never lost a battle. Y'all better come on up in here. Woo! God happened all over Michelle's body. And now, Stacy, you said this is a word because I'm telling you, if when she comes in and shares this testimony, and I don't know when she's available because she's always working, bless her heart. I want her to just share. And I'm telling you, even when she was in ICU and things were going on, she was still coming in the lion's den. She was still coming in Rebel's house. She was still coming in and just, if nothing else, being in the presence of the power that was moving. And I loved her tenacity. I loved her willpower. I loved her push through. And I don't want to tell her story. I want her to tell her own story. But this child is an example of how to just keep pressing till you get the blessing. She would not stop. Honey, that was some of that. I won't let go until you bless my soul. And she just kept right on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. When she couldn't talk, she had the daughters called Rebel. I'm telling you, she just kept on, kept on, kept on. And baby, I'm here to tell you, oh my God. Woo, Michelle, you done blessed my whole soul today. I just don't even know if I feel something. I'm trying to contain it. I'm trying to hold it. Woo, but thank you for that praise report. Lungs are clear, y'all. Lungs are clear. Whew, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Now I'm about to show my old side because I feel tears. Because God has done it again, you all. God has done it once more and again. I'm just full. I'm just absolutely full to the brim. And I'm so happy. Listen, as I'm sharing on today, I want you to understand God heals, He delivers, He does all of these things in our lives so that we can come to the fulfillment of our purpose. Truck driver on Sunday, he blessed us. I mean, the Lion King came in and shared just a snippet. I promise you, what he shared was just a snippet of what God has brought him through. Michelle said, let me come back here and catch that. You've been crying since yesterday. Come on. Listen, I'm so full right now, Michelle. My eyes, with the truck driver, as he says, my eyes were how does he put that? His eyes were leaking, or however that is he puts it. My eyes are just full, and I just feel that all down in my shando. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, sis. Woo! And I just want you all to have that mindset of perseverance. The Clark sisters had a song that said determination and persistence, a constitution of perseverance. I want you to have that determination, no matter what it looks like. I don't care if you're laying in the ICU and it looks like it's not going to happen. I want you to trust God and keep pushing from lung failure to complete restoration, Shelley. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just full. I'm full. And I hope that you all are getting the purpose for that praise report, which today was to allow you to know, I don't care what you're going through, and I don't care how bad the circumstance looks at the time. I want you to recognize that we serve the greater power. The greater one is in you, baby. You talk about tears of joy, then darn, tears of joy. You ain't seen nothing. When I get off this stream, I'm getting ready to act. I'm just getting ready to act up. I'm gonna just tell you, all by myself, I'm just getting ready to act up. I tell you, I'm getting ready to act unseemly. Like David told him, listen, and I'll become even more vile than this. I'll become even more undignified than this. I'll become lit because I ain't ashamed of this praise right here. This is going to be a Michelle praise today that I'm going to loose up in here. Sweating. Thank you, James. Had your eyeballs sweating. You got my eyeballs sweating, Michelle. You got my eyeballs sweating, but I'm full. And I'm happy and I'm thankful, and the gratitude for you and your life, because again, you are so powerful. So again, I want to say moving on, and I'm a bypass. I want to say I do want to acknowledge because several of you sent the clip of that dastardly police stop that was done against that pregnant woman with her other three children in the car. And one of those children, come on with that hallelujah, get that praise. My hallelujah belongs to you. Come on here, don't mess with me. I appreciate the fact that many of you sent that, but I'm going to go just a little bit differently. I may show that clip on tomorrow when I'm actually back in the studio because I can't show it here. But I want to go more to the point of where I left off on yesterday because today is going to be an abbreviated session. Ooh, your eyes are sweating too. I'm telling you, really hard, James, really hard, because this is the power of God. This is exactly what God is bringing us through and to. So as we look at, I started sharing this on yesterday, uh, the closing of our conversation when I listened to the rabbi and that nugget that truly dropped in my spirit and went all the way down to my shando and just settled right there. The idea, and I'm going to say this, and Michelle, this is your word, even as God has raised you up from that deathbed and brought you back to life. And I speak and pronounce not only life, but life more abundantly. More abundant life is getting ready to happen to you. As Stacy 546, God happened all over your body. Hey, don't play. God happened all over your body from head to toe, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. May the manifestation of healing just continue in your body. Because at the end of the day, I'm coming back to that concept that the rabbi dropped in my spirit that I shared with you all on yesterday. Your soul knows your potential. Your soul knows your potential. And come on, more abundantly, girl. I'm decreeing and I'm declaring it over your life. Because your soul, Michelle, and everybody that's in here under the sound of my voice, it's not by accident, it's not by happenstance. You're here because this word is for you. Your soul knows your potential. And when it's not in its potential, the soul becomes restless. Woo! And listen, and that's a real good thing. That's a real good thing. Your soul knows your potential. And when you are not at your potential, your soul becomes restless because there's so much more. And this is what I want to speak to, that restlessness in your spirit. I know a lot of times from the standpoint that we see a restless spirit as something negative. I want you to take what I'm saying and the blessing that this rabbi dropped in the spirit. I want you to recognize, first and foremost, everything's about perspective. How do you see it? So we talk about restless spirits, and that typically is something negative. There's a negative connotation that goes along with it. But what is the positive connotation? Because there's always two poles, y'all. There's a North Pole and a South Pole. There's a positive, there's a negative. There are two negatives. And this is where I'm trying to get you to understand, even as God spoke to me when I first started in ministry as a very young teenager. The Lord spoke to me and said, listen, preach a positive gospel for positive results. Preach a positive. And I know all that others out there. And just like I said on yesterday, I'm speaking to lions. I know there are plenty of people out there to preach to the sheep. There's an abundance of folks out there to preach to the sheep. That's not my assignment. That's not my calling. As Dr. Dady had us write down, what is your mission statement? I know my mission. My mission is to deconstruct the walls between the sacred and the secular so that people can come to a place of freedom, where they can come to a place of balance. You understand what I'm saying? Where they can come to a place of success. That's my assignment. So for all the others that are out there preaching to the sheep, God bless you. Keep preaching. But you come here because you are not sheep. You are lions. Understand, you can take a Judas lamb and send them over the cliff, and the rest of the sheep haven't seen that Judas lamb go right over the cliff to the slaughter. They'll follow right on over the cliff and follow right on in the path because they're sheep. I'm talking to lions. Lions understand that there are two poles, and instead of always coming from the negative, instead of always coming from the downtrodden, instead of always coming from a place of failure and all of this, listen, that's fine and that's good. There are enough preachers and teachers and evangelists and whoever else is out there. There's enough people out there to teach in that realm. But who is speaking to the lions? Who is talking to the lions? Who is talking to you all? Because you all are lions. You're not sheep. So at the end of the day, as I start on that process and start in that understanding, I'm coming to deconstruct. And you know, I tell you all the time, I'm a disruptor. Change comes from disruption. If you don't disrupt the process, it will never change. Let me say that once more and again. If you do not disrupt a process, it will never change. If you want changes in your life, you've got to disrupt some processes. So as we come into understanding, even as I talk about, I'm ready to speak and speak life into that restless spirit. I don't want you to just hear it from the negativity that most people have come with the energy that there's only negativity in a restless spirit. I want to speak to your restless spirit from the perspective of what the rabbi said. When your spirit, which knows your potential, is not in the place of your potential, is not operating from your potential, is not manifesting from your potential and in your potential, your spirit will become restless. And I'm speaking to restless spirits, and I'm speaking life and breath and pneuma into your restless spirit. I want your restless spirit to become even more restless. I want your restless spirit to push you into your next level of destiny. I want your restless spirit to push you into the fullness of all of your potential. I want you to have all of your potentiality met. I don't want you to leave. My sister, SK 8843, she was teaching and she came in and the pastor asked her to have just a brief thought, a brief sermonette, if you will. And maybe in 5 minutes or less, she got up and began to talk about, while we talk about the sacrifice and we look at the table of the Lord's Supper. And she said, listen, you all come in and you take the Lord's Supper, but you still leave all of these things on the table. There's healing, like Michelle just shared on today. There's healing on the table. Get it, partake it, eat ye all of it. There's success on the table. Do you understand the words that are coming out? It's not just a matter of, like, folk want to talk about churchy. No, listen, there's so much more because your potentiality is on the table. Your potential, the fullness of your potential is on the table. Eat ye all of it. Drink ye all of it. And her thought was, leave nothing on the table. I'm telling you today, and that's why I'm speaking and decreeing, and I actually want to stir up the gift. I want to stir up the gift that's in you. I want to disrupt. I want to disrupt, and I want to speak to that spirit. I want to speak to that restlessness. I want to call it forth until you get to the place where you leave nothing on the table. Do not leave your potentiality on the table. I want you to understand, restless spirit, continue to press, continue to poke, continue to prod, continue to push, because that push is going to push you into the fullness of your destiny. Not just life, but life more abundantly. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It was never intended that you would just merely exist. It was intended that you would have life. And then it wasn't that you would just have life, but it was that you would have life more abundantly. There is a difference. And as I said to some, I've had the experience of all three as I go into the third phase. The perfection of three. I've had the zombie experience where I was just existing and I was just living. And yes, I'm talking about, even in talking about, I got relationship with God. Yes, in relationship with God, there's still a whole lot of people that are zombies and they're merely existing. And I've had the experience. Thank you for those roaring biddies, SK8843. Come on there, more abundantly, din darn. I've had the experience of life. It's a beautiful life that I've had. It's a glorious life that I've had. But why would I leave more abundant life on the table? Leave nothing on the table. Why would I leave the fullness of my potential on the table? Leave nothing on the table. Why would I leave all of the things that transcend mere life and not press into my life more abundantly? And listen, stop playing games. Stop lying to yourself. Many of you know, don't talk about, I'm already in life more abundantly. Now, if you are, awesome. Go ahead with your bad self. And I love you. And I don't mean that as a shade throwing experience. But so many times I hear folk talking about life and life more abundantly, and I'm looking at them and they still really honestly in zombie mode. They still in some mode where it's almost like, listen, y'all seen The Walking Dead? They look just like The Walking Dead. They talk like The Walking Dead. They listen, they hear and see like The Walking Dead. Baby, and running around talking about I got life more abundantly. But yet and still, as I said on yesterday, those individuals will major in the minors and minor in the major and delude themselves into saying, I've got life more abundantly. But baby, when you get in more abundant life, and that's where my feet, listen, my toes just barely touch the threshold, but I plan to walk over. Listen, I'm married to this. You understand? You know how they used to have, I don't even know that they do this anymore. They used to have the ceremony back in the day that after the marriage, it was appropriate for the husband to pick up the bride and wherever their residence was, to carry them over the threshold, to identify, I'm ready to come into a new existence. I'm ready to come into a new way of living. I'm ready to come into union and marriage with this. And baby, I'm telling you, I want y'all to get restless. I'm speaking to that restlessness until your feet get not only to the threshold, but I want it to carry you right on over into the new place of living. I want to carry it right on over into your success. I want to see it carry you right on into your happy space. I want to see it carry you right on over into the place. Come on here, joy, prosperity, health, relationships, new experiences, plus. Come on, tell somebody I'm plus size. Look at somebody. Look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm talking about the blessings of the Lord which make it rich and adds no sorrow with it. I want y'all to look in the mirror and I want you to celebrate yourself. Celebrate your season of enlarging your territory. Celebrate your season of moving into a new thing. Celebrate yourself in this place of more abundant living. And then look in the mirror and say, I'm plus size, baby. I'm plus size. Oh, I'm plus size. And I want you to walk into that. I want you to experience the fullness of that. I want you to abide and reside and plant yourself as a plus size person. Yes, I'm plus size because I've found not only life, but I have found life and life more abundantly. Because at the end of the day, the positive place of my spirit being restless, the positive place of my spirit saying, no, 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 no. STL, you can't stop here. No, 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 Dr. Dady, you can't stop here. No, 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 Fairly, Michelle, all of y'all, SK, I can go down the line, Din darn, everybody in it. No, 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 no. You can't stop here. You cannot stop. Honey, what did they say? I'm going to use some Jackson 5 right here. Don't stop till you get enough. Don't stop till you get enough because we're plus size people. Am I talking to anybody? I'm plus size in this. Hey, I'm plus size in this. I'm plus size. Because as SK said, I've got all of this on the table. My health, my relationships. Don't y'all listen, don't give up on your relationships for the ones that are still waiting for even the significant other. But I'm saying even to your relationships at large with family and friends, don't give up on your relationship because I'm plus size. I got all of that on the table plus some more. Am I talking to anybody in here? Get your plus size self and get everything God has for you. Am I talking to anybody? That's what I want you to walk in. That's what I am so happy. Oh my goodness, it's a rain train. I'm sorry I missed y'all. Thank you for everybody that's giving. But listen, I'm in this thing right here. I'm in this right here because I want to see you walk in the fullness of this. I want to see you experience it. I mean, right here in this present world, for everybody that's waiting on their plus size to happen in heaven. I'm trying to tell you, you can have heaven on earth. You can have life more abundantly on earth. You can have it over here. I ain't waiting to get over there. I'm plus size right now. I'm plus size right now. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mind? Thank you for that 5-piece cod chick. And thank you for everybody that's giving. I'm not trying to ignore it. I see SK8843. Then darn. Thank you all so much. Michelle, come on here. The Rebel Inc. I appreciate you. SK8843. I'm sorry if I missed y'all while I was talking. I do appreciate every last one of you. I don't want to miss anybody. Rhymes with Randy. Thank you for following. All of you, cod chick and the 5-piece. I appreciate you. But listen, I'm going to appreciate you when I see you. Come on, we got plus size seed. We're plus size. Michelle, I'm plus size. Ooh, am I talking to anybody? And even when I say we got plus size seed, I'm not talking about money. I want you to understand. And yes, that's going to be plus size too. Now, don't let me throw that out and make somebody think, oh shit. No. That's going to be plus size too. Somebody needs to receive that. Some of you all are getting ready to come out of the place of struggle because your money is about to be plus size. But I want you to understand, when I heard that plus size and I saw plus size seed, I'm looking at Michelle and I'm saying to you and your children and your children's children and as many as the Lord your God shall call, they're plus size too. You understand what I'm saying? Your seed is plus size. Your children are plus size. Your grandchildren, your nieces, they're plus size. They're plus size. Decree it and speak it over them. Help them to understand it. Come on. While we got so many people talking to our children and speaking negativity into them. And I'm going to tell you the same thing that the Lord told me as a teen when God told me, launch out and do this and start ministry. I'm telling you, the word was just as clear in my spirit. Preach a positive gospel for positive results. We got enough folk talking negativity to the sheep. You got enough folk talking negativity to the children. I heard you all, and it hurt my heart as you all were coming in yesterday, and we were talking about education, and we were identifying the places, the times, and the seasons when teachers have told your children they'll never be anything. Teachers have told your children they won't learn. Teachers. Ooh, my heart was broken. But that's all the more reason I say to you, don't let those kind of words and energy come out of your mouth to your children. They're going to have enough of that from other people. Why would you join that bandwagon? Baby, I don't care. Begin to speak. And I shared this with one of my family members, and the child was unruly. I said, instead of talking about all the negative things, can you formulate that thing from a positive angle? Meaning, maybe we need to talk about the greatness that's in this child, so this child can actually begin to believe and understand, why am I acting in a way that's contrary to what I'm being told, what I'm hearing? Because your ear gate, listen, your eyes, that's an eye gate, your mouth gate, your ear gate. It's a gate into that child's soul. It's a gateway into that child's spirit. So the eye gate, what it sees makes a difference. That ear gate, what it hears makes a difference. That mouth gate, listen, we've got to begin to understand our potentiality and everything that we say, do, hear, see, it all impacts that potential. Do you hear me? And when I understand not only, and listen, I'm going to say this, parents, God assigned those children to you because you were the only one that could raise those children and get them to their potentiality. If God could have given those children to somebody else, he would have. You hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. But you were selected, divinely ordained with those children when they came out of your body and they came into this world. You then had the assignment of bringing them into the fullness of their potentiality so that they would be plus size. That means you got to feed them and feed them well. That means you got to feed them nutritional, healthy, wholesome stuff that'll stick to your bones. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because it's not only for me, but it's for my children and my children's children, my community, my neighborhood, my family. That's why we've got to hit our full potential. And so I'm speaking to that restlessness. I'm speaking to it. I'm saying, turn it up, turn up, restless spirit. Turn up, turn up, turn up until we lift up. Turn up until we get up. Turn up, turn up, turn up. Woo! I'm telling you, so much love to you, Din Darn. I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. We're almost done. I'm almost out of here. I told you this was going to be an abbreviated session. And I feel, again, I know I've got so much that I could say. We're going to pick this up and continue it on tomorrow. But hear me. Your soul knows your potential. I talked about your ear gate, your eye gate, your mouth gate. I want you to open up the gates of heaven. You understand? Open up the heavenly, elevated eye gate, ear gate, mouth gate. I want you to open up the gates of heaven and come into this space and come into this place. Come on, Melvin Brown. Good to see you downtown, Melvin Brown. So much love to you. I want you to open up the gates of heaven. You understand? Open up that boss energy, Dr. Dady. Open up that boss energy. Open up that boss energy. See from a place of elevation. Hear from a place of elevation. Speak from a place of elevation. And eat. Not only does the mouth put out, the mouth always also takes in. So I want you to go to heavenly places if you hear what I'm saying. And pay attention. I say that all the time. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you're speaking and feeding out and in. And for that matter, that's all the gates, out and in, because the gates not only put out, the gates also let in. Both directions. What did I say earlier? Two poles, two poles, two poles. North, south, in, out. You understand? Backwards, forward. Two poles. Positive, negative. So I want you as lions. I know there's that down, but I want you to go up. You hear me? I know there's negative, but I want you to go positive. Hear me? I want you to elevate your mind. The spirit will tell you when you need to go to the other pole, because it takes both poles working together to have balance. It takes both poles working together to have balance. So I'm not oblivious to that. But we have so much of the negative that I want you to come back into a place of balance to get the positive, because many of us, if not most of us, operate from a place of deficit where we got a whole bunch of this and just a little dab of that. So I'm speaking this, and engage yourself by the Spirit, because while I'm saying go positive, some of you all may be so far to that side that you need to come back. You got left, you got right, you got right, you got left. And as one of the preachers said, get right or get left. Get right or get left. I'm not saying that from the place of trying to condemn folk and send them to hell, however. But I do want you to get right or get left from the standpoint of that restlessness. Ooh, restless spirit, restless soul. May it be tuned up, turned up, so you can change it up. Because Michelle, not only life, but God has put your feet on the cusp of life more abundantly. I hope y'all can receive that in your shando today. Whew, and I'm still rejoicing. I'm still full. I'm still excited. Thank you for coming in. And as I said, there is purpose for those anytime you come in the Lions Den, because you're lions. I'm not preaching and talking and teaching sheep. You, sir, you, ma'am, you all are lions. And as one reason, the Bishop of Twitch, when I go over in his channel, I told him, I said, I need to use that. When I go over in his channel, he says, and don't be afraid of the roar. And some of y'all really need to get that down in your shandos. Don't be afraid of your own roar. Don't be afraid of your roar. You're a lion. And you don't have to worry about it. Listen, this is the whole element. The lion and the lamb will lay down together. They'll lie down together. You know, the lion and the lamb will lie down together. Nobody's looking at lambs and sheep and saying lamb chops. That's not the kind of lion that we are. The lion and the lamb will lie down together. But when the village needs to be protected, I'm not looking for sheep. When the village needs to be protected, when the village needs to move, when the village needs to go forth, I'm looking for lions. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Come on in here, MCP 812. So much love to you this morning. That's my sister cousin. Come on. And you are a lion, and I can hear you roar. So listen, I want you to take this and marinate in it. I heard Michael Jackson say that when he was teaching his dance crew a song, and he told them to just stop and marinate. That blessed my whole spirit. See, I get nuggets from everywhere. Y'all want to get locked in, and I can only, baby, when that man stopped and said marinate on it, my whole soul got blessed. And I said, that's good stuff. I'm going to use it. Before you go another further, just marinate. Marinate in it. Marinate in it. Marinate. And I'm going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to go a little further. I'll be back in the studio, and we'll have a little bit of normalcy back with us. But listen, I appreciate you even coming in without all the bells and whistles and holding space and sharing love right here in the Lion's Den. Y'all know I love y'all. And Rebel said, "Are you coming on today?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." I listen. I miss y'all when we don't make this connection. I mean, you all bless me. It's not just about those of you that feel like I'm blessing you. You all bless me, and I look forward to every last line that comes in the Lion's Den daily, because you all bless. Listen, that testimony that Michelle gave me today, that testimony that Michelle laid out here in the Lion's Den this morning, baby, if y'all can't feed off of that and marinate on that the rest of the day, I just don't know. Because that was a whole blessing and a whole vibe right there. Tall Pumps, come on in here, love. So good to see you. And Raw Confessions, there's my iron sharpened iron. These are my babies coming on up in here. So much love to you all. I hope you can receive this word, and we're going to continue on tomorrow because I, down in my soul and heart of hearts, oh, listen, Fairly All Day, my dearest friend, listen, you, ma'am, are such a blessing to me. And when I tell you, whether you speak a word, whether you say I'm here, whatever, your energy and presence is always felt down in my shando, and it makes an impact that you have no idea how you have impacted and touched my life. And I'm telling you, it's you're a whole blessing. You're a whole blessing. You are a whole blessing, and I love you. I love everybody that's in here. Such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energies. Such beautiful people. I see greatness. I see greatness. I see greatness in every last one of you. As I said, this isn't by accident. You are lions. And you wonder why everybody can't speak to you. And when I say that, I'm talking about speaking to your heart, speak to your spirit, speak to your mind, speak to your soul. Because there's something about frequency, y'all. And I'm not going to get into that. If you come into the Institute, you know that we've talked about it extensively. Frequency. But just like a radio station, if I'm trying to hear jams and I'm not on Hot 103, I can go to 99.5, 98.7. I can go to all of those stations all day long looking, excuse me, for the jams, but I'm not going to get on the jams until I get on that frequency. And understand that people have frequencies. And you can keep looking for jams on all these other channels and frequencies and walk away so empty. And it's not because country is bad. Hey, country, I love some good country music. But if I'm looking for jams, I'm not going to find it on that frequency. And you sit and you look and you walk and you talk and you do everything that you can to try to get on the same frequency, but it's just not the same frequency. So I appreciate the ability and I understand the power of those of you that come in and receive openly. It's not tedious for me to put this out here. It's not laborious. I don't have to beat my head against the wall. I'm talking to people that are on the same frequency. Understand what I'm saying? And as such, then we can communicate. Then we can send and receive. That's communication. There's got to be some sending. There's got to be some receiving. It's got to be a frequency that matches. Come on in here, Crazy Berry Town. Thank you for coming in and hollering at everybody. And I'm glad that you're here because, baby, I'm telling you, your soul is restless because your soul knows your potential. And you have not even scratched the surface of your potential. You have not even scratched the surface of your potential. And we're going to look back one day in the future, and for many of us in the very near future, and we're going to remember from whence we started, and then we're going to look at where we are. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, neither has it entered into your heart the good things that God has in store for you. I promise you, double spirit. There's my double portion right there. Come on in, sis. We're getting out early today. I'm so sorry, but you can go back and hit this on demand if you like. And again, let me say this before I get out of here. It's time for me to go. I will be with Dr. Dady Priest in the channel of Chazzy Licious is Cooking tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Central time. And we're going to be talking about asking for what we want. Double spirit is a whole blessing, and she's a whole double portion. I appreciate. Come on, Snatch Master Jazz. Come on in here. So much love to you. Blessings and peace be upon you. Every streamer that's in here, please drop your links and please drop your information. I don't want to miss anybody. And I do want to share. You're kind enough as streamers to come in and share some time here in the Lions Den. I want to definitely give an opportunity for you to give the people a chance to follow you and to know where you are and how to access you out here in these internet streets. I love every last one of you. I hope this has blessed you. We're gonna come back tomorrow because listen, this is still blessing my soul. Leave out of here with that praise report. This baby from life back to death, Michelle Brownell, my moderator, and I call her the quiet storm. Y'all see why I call her the quiet storm? She can change the atmosphere just by being in your presence. She came and dropped a bomb on us, babies. She dropped a bomb on us. And I want you to know, I understand Snatch Master Jazz. I understand. I just appreciate you making your way in here even now. And normally I go until 9 o'clock, but this was an abbreviated stream on today. We're getting ready to get out of here. So my apologies for you coming in, and we're on our way out. But again, I'm so glad that you're here. I appreciate you. You just don't know. I appreciate you. But take that blessing that Michelle dropped a bomb this morning. Those lungs are clear. Those lungs are clear. We're talking miracles, signs, and wonders over your life. And then let's come back and let's just understand your soul knows your potential. And when you're not in it, your soul is restless. And today we're calling forth restless souls. Good morning, KB Browns. There's my brother from another mother. So good to see you. Come on here, Shelly. Hashtag miracles, signs, and wonders over your life. Now come go with us. We're going to raid somebody. Our mods are going to take us out of here. I love y'all. I really, really do. Come on, Snatch Master Jazz. It is so. It is so. It is so. Woo! Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I'm full in my spirit. Woo! Michelle, you dropped a bomb on me and I'm feeling it. SK8843, miracle signs and wonders. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Come on. I hope that has blessed you fairly all day. Get ready for great things. Please copy that raid message. And as Shelly Thunder says in every session, have an amazing day on purpose. Join us back in Chazzy Licious' cooking channel, 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Central Time. Dr. Dady Priest and myself will be joining her on this evening. Would love to see you there. And Chazzy is my girl. I love her. I love her. I love her. Let's come in and be a blessing to her in a great and tremendous way. And let's see. I'll be back in the morning, our regular time, and I will be back in the studio. And so we will run the whole entire stream on tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, KB Browns, yes, you're a little late today, but I had an abbreviated because I got to take care of some business here, and then I'm traveling. And then I will be, come join us this evening, KB. I will be in stream at Chessy Delicious is Cooking and 6 o'clock Eastern Time with Dr. Dady Priest. And now that I told you, she's a whole vibe all by herself. Y'all don't want to miss whatever Dr. Dady's got to say. She'll bless your whole life. All right, copy that raid message, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here because I can keep going. Because listen, I'm marinating. I'm marinating on everything that was said today in the chat. I'm marinating on that, and you marinate as well. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. You know how we do when we get out of here. Oh, before I do, everybody, that raid. I'm sorry, the hype train, that roaring train, that roaring hype train that you all did. I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you to everyone that gave biddies, to that 5-piece of the gifted subs. I want to say thank you. And please know from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. And I'm grateful that you just, to me, those biddies represent love. And I receive all of it. I receive all of it. I receive. And as we go, leave nothing on the table. Eat ye all of it. Peace for your journey.